This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses try. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 and a 1st down for Detroit.
Lions.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
DeAndre Swift, the ball.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
Room for Jacobs there on 1st down as he takes this one forward for a pickup of about 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know it often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them.
Here's a 1st down throw that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? But 1st down, Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the 2nd down throw on target. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
This will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. On the ground is Jacobs to start the drive. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. So now Carr and the Raiders dealt a 3rd and long after that sack. From the gun, it's Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
You got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman, because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Left side complete. It's Alexander. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down.
He's brought down.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth.
Down Detroit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And fires one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Complete.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On 2nd down, Swift. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
A pitch out to Swift here. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
He was brought down by Trayvon Mullen. A 5-yard pickup. It's now 4th down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. So we've come to halftime, and what an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3.
Prater to kick off for Detroit.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
There's the ball thrown right side and complete. Fighting through it, he's got space. There he goes, right side. He will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This one in for a Lions touchdown.
To number 82.
A big play there. touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
It's good, and it is now 21-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right, partner. They had a bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Carr quickly into the hands of Waller. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 27-yard line.
1st and 10.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Carr completes it, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. 11 yards for number 11.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So here we go on a 3rd and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet.
Sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some, because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cunningham. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is it bad blood that went into this one ahead of time? That maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Carr. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now Carr again. That's into the hands of Edwards. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Out of bounds.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Again, it's Carr. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
For a loss.
And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
The 11-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
Stop short of the goal.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
Second and goal.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
The play lost a yard.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Traquan Smith, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Jackson on the move to his left. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Again, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They go play action with Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at his own 6-yard line. 4 yards on
to throw his Carr.
2nd and 6.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They picked up 5 yards. The Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Carr. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
3rd down and 10.
One final try now for Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because